Hey guys, Zach from Steer Clear here. Thanks for clicking on this video, and I'd just like to give a little intro on what this video is about. So we felt like we needed to talk to the camera a little bit, and there's no skating in this video, so if you came for that, sorry. But if you're into hearing what we have to say, feel free to stay, and we'll be talking about our progression so far, and along with the channel progression, and what we want to look for in the future, and what to expect with our other videos. But one thing I'd like to talk about before I let you go, something that we didn't mention, is what's going to happen to our videos when we go back to school. As you may know, Daniel and I go to college, and summer's ending very soon, if it hasn't already ended by the time this video goes up. And it's going to be probably a lot harder for me and Daniel to get together to make videos all the time. So we were kind of brainstorming ideas. Our two schools are about an hour apart, so one of us could drive to the other person's school and meet up, go to a skate park or do some street skating at the other person's school. Or what we were thinking was that we could film ourselves separately, and then Daniel would send the clips to me, and I would edit them into a video together. And of course the video would have a topic like learning a certain trick. We would just be learning them in different places, but I guess around the same time. And the only problem with that is that we don't have each other to bounce off of to see like, hey, did this look good? Am I doing this right? So it would be a little bit challenging, but you know, I don't know how else we could make videos consistently throughout the semester. So without further ado, I'll let you go now. Thanks for watching this video.
Okay, so I guess we start the intro.
Hi.
Hello, I'm Daniel.
I'm Zach.
And we're sitting down in a garage melting, but I think you already knew that. We just kind of wanted to sit down and talk to you guys a little bit about our thoughts about how we've progressed so far in our skateboarding career.
Yes.
Essentially, we started in December is when we first built our boards, and then we decided to go to the skate park and, you know, start learning how to do tricks and stuff like that. I'm pretty happy with my progress so far.
So we came up with the idea of making this channel a while before we even got our boards. It's been an idea for a while, I guess, maybe a couple months before December. And we thought it would be awesome to show the experience and the journey of a beginner learning how to skateboard from the beginning, because there's not many channels that actually catalog progress like that. Yeah, and I am happy with my progress for the amount of time that we've actually spent skateboarding. There's been a lot of days where we just don't touch our boards at all.
I wouldn't even say days, I would say like months at a time, to be honest, because we go to different schools, so it's kind of hard for us to get together and just, you know, skate. For the time that we have done it, I think, what would you say how long we've actually been skating? If you put all the days together that we would go to the park, you'd say about 2 months?
Yeah, maybe about 2 months worth of skating experience. Of course, with a ton of breaks in between, because we've been skating basically since December. There's been a lot of breaks.
Yeah, we've definitely taken like months at a time. He would skate on his own. I wouldn't do it so much, so that's probably why my progress is behind him, because he would go and skate and just learn a couple things, while I wouldn't exactly do those things, because most of the things that I learn is through him. So he's definitely the leader in the progress right now. And Noah, who's straggling behind right now, I think he'll find his dedication and, you know, commitment to it, because it is hard to kind of like, once you kind of get hurt like he did, because what did he do? He sprained his wrist really badly, had a bone cast.
He fractured it.
Oh, he fractured it?
Yeah, he broke a bone in his wrist.
That, and he also broke his collarbone too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or he popped it out of place or something?
I think that was actually a fracture too. I mean, both of them were small fractures, but the bone was technically broken, I guess.
Yeah, if you saw it, it was out of place. So he's kind of coming off those two injuries back to back, because once he finished with the collarbone, that was actually why we have the picture of the tree. If anyone watched the intro video of why we came up with Steer Clear, because when he hit that tree, that's when his collarbone took a beating there, and then it took a little while for him to recover. And then when we built our boards, and then we went to the skate park that same evening, he hurt himself again for a little while. So yeah, kind of getting him back to it was definitely difficult to do, especially since he's kind of afraid to commit to things that we find really easy to us, like kick turning, for example.
Yeah, I guess the big thing is that you have to get really comfortable on your board to be able to commit and progress the way we have been. I guess you just have to be confident enough on your board that you know how to take a fall if you are going to take a fall, or how to avoid a fall if you feel like you're going to fall. That would definitely help. anyone's confidence with trying something new.
But you have to learn just to kind of get back on the board, though. So, you know, we've taken our beating. We've had like shinners. I've hurt my elbow. We've fallen quite a few times. You've seen it in the clips, and it does. To be honest, it does shatter your confidence a little bit. But you know, it shouldn't stop you from, you know, pursuing and like doing those tricks and whatnot, because you know you'll eventually get them down if you keep, you know, trying everything that you can to, I guess, execute it.
Yeah, it's important to give it 100%, because if you don't, then you might not commit, and that is where you get hurt. You get hurt from not committing completely, because if you keep both feet on the board, you have more of a chance of landing it and rolling away safely than not.
Yeah, if you take 1 foot off, I think most people who've skated know if you take 1 foot off, your board just kind of goes into no man's land, and then you end up, you know, hurting yourself more than if you just stayed on instead. Like, for example, like dropping in.
Oh yeah, that's the biggest one.
Most people want to bail and that is a huge mistake, because when you go down and you're already thinking of getting off, your board's already going into like a manual down, and that's how you're going to fall. But if you stay on it and, you know, try to stay calm while you're going down, I don't know, I lost the words, but
yeah, you get the idea.
I want to finish the sentence, but I forgot.
I guess when you're going down on a drop in, you got to keep both feet on the board and commit 100%, or else if you take 1 foot off, you're going to do a split. Like 1 foot's going to stay on top, 1 foot's going to be going down the ramp, and you're going to destroy your groin.
And as for our own progress, I think because we're doing essentially transition in flat ground, we kind of just switch it up depending on how we're feeling in the moment. Currently what we're showing you is flat ground, but I really dig the transition, but I know flat ground's really important. We're trying really hard on those ollies to get them down, because I don't know, they're just the most pinnacle thing to do for both types of skating. So
yeah,
and it's really hard to kind of find the perfect way to do it. At least that's how I feel currently right now, because I know the motion, but there's a lot of things that I want to improve on, such as getting height, leveling it, and everyone says to bend my knees, and it's just so uncomfortable to bend my knees and to jump up and try to commit to the other things that I want to do when perfecting my ollie.
Yeah, some of you guys out there might be more experienced than us, so if you guys have any feedback or advice to give us on like how to correct or how to fix or how to improve on what we're doing, feel free to leave a comment on that. Any feedback is welcome.
Yeah,
and appreciated.
I've got some feedback and telling me to keep my foot straight on the board, which I'm going to try to do more now. I can see why that's much better to do. So yeah, the feedback is actually, we take into consideration what we get in the comments, so it's important to us, and it helps us, and it not only helps us, but I think it encourages us to do more, to try harder, and to put in more effort in our skating. So it's definitely uplifting.
We've been going pretty slow with uploading and skateboarding, so...
Well, you're the one who edits all the videos. The one who's editing is him over here, so...
Yeah.
I'm just a paid actor, unpaid actor. As for plans for the channel, I don't know, he's written down some ideas, and I've kind of pitched a couple to see what we can do in the future to kind of keep the channel fresh, because I know watching us do ollies over and over and over again is, you know, going to get stale. So we try to do new things, but it definitely takes time to kind of get comfortable with what we're currently doing before we move on to the next thing. So normally when we go to the park, we kind of re-practice and relearn what we did the previous day, just to make sure we've kind of embedded it.
Right. And one thing that I think would be really cool to have on the channel is a beginners explain series, or like a tutorial series where we explain how to do certain things, certain skills, certain tricks in a way that we learned it. So maybe it would help the beginners.
What else is there really to cover? I mean, we could appreciate the people subscribing so far.
Yeah.
Hi, Mom.
That's awesome.
No.
Yeah, that's awesome, you guys, to subscribe, because it really lets us know that what we're doing is stuff that people like, and we had no idea when we first made this if anyone would watch this. And
normally when our videos go up, we don't get too bad of views, you know? 60 is a lot.
Yeah.
Like 60 views in a day is a lot to us, because we don't know who you are. You don't know who we are, sort of. I'm Daniel.
I'm Zach.
And yeah, but no, it's really cool. It's really cool that we have people. There's actually a lot of people a few people in the comments who leave these really positive and uplifting things, and it's really cool to us. Like, it makes me very happy at the very least. I appreciate it for you, all you that comment positive feedback.
You guys are all awesome.
Is there anything else to really cover? I just know that I'm sweating so much I could probably fill up a bottle of water.
Yeah, there's gonna be a puddle here under us after we leave.
I sweat more than you do. Yeah, but other than that, I think one thing that we want to do in the future, if the channel grows a little more, is to kind of go to different parks and different places and kind of experiment with all the tricks that we've been doing. Kind of take that to the real world a little bit and apply it there.
Yeah.
Because I think that'd be cool. What are you doing? Wait, no, it's my turn.
Oh.
It's forward. Too close to do is forward. Oh, you're waiting for me to do something.
I guess so, but then you just lost.
That's not going in the video, is it? This probably is.
Yep.
This video is kind of unplanned, but I just felt like a one-on-one with the camera and the audience would be, something different to kind of change it up, from seeing us skate and fail and laugh a little bit, just kind of get some one-on-one to kind of update people how we're thinking and how we feel about, what we're doing currently.
I don't even know if people are going to watch this, but if you've gotten this far in the video, you're awesome.
You are pretty awesome. So listen to us two talk for this long, you're crazy. Anyway, we should probably get back to skating.
Insanity. Yes.
Anyway, thanks for watching us ramble for, an excessive amount of time.
Yeah.
Keep watching, keep liking, get people to subscribe, keep subscribing, subscribe, unsubscribe, and subscribe again.
And share our channel with anyone who you think may enjoy watching us be idiots. And
learn how to skate at the same time.
yes.
I guess I go together, but
Yes. Skating and idiots.
steer clear.
We out.
Out. They just it's like you know what, if you're gonna do something like that, I have to.